Hi, Al Caudullo here, and I'm at the Long Beach Convention Center for AWE. Now, AWE stands for Augmented World Expo, but this year it's really expanded, and we've got AR and VR. We're going to have a bunch of people here. It's going to be very cool, and we're going to take you around and show you some of the newest inventions and newest things that are coming out for AR and VR. Let's have some fun. Today, as AR is ever expanding, Niantic has come to AWE to show us some of their new and amazing apps. Hey, we're here with Justin, and we are playing, how do you pronounce?
That's Bingo from Niantic.
Niantic Bingo. And what am I gonna win if I do well? Hard to say, swag?
You'll get swag.
Okay. All right, so I gotta take off the hat because I'm gonna put on the headset and actually...
Yep, so what we're looking at here is our visual positioning system, which allows you to anchor content from the cloud anywhere in the world.
Lovely.
So essentially, we're going to do a little demo that will show some digital stuff in this space. So you pull outwards like that to put the Magic Leap 2 on.
Oh, yes. I see these critters running around in front of me.
Here's a controller.
Okay, great.
You can see that the space is just virtually overlaid. There's a sign over here telling you that you're running a VPS demo light chip.
Right.
And then you'll see these little critters running around. And if you press the trigger, so you need to see this in the screen, so you might need to lift it up a bit.
I've got the trigger, I can see this.
Press the button and you'll see an effect come through, like a digital rain effect.
Yes.
And then if you click it again, it'll do like a cartoon version of this space.
Oh yeah, now I'm in the Matrix actually. Yeah, there we go.
And you can walk around. So this device is a 6-dot tracking device, so you can actually walk around. And it tracks you. So you move a little bit. You're obviously in camera. So
okay, let me go ahead.
You don't want to.
I'll hold this, and you want to go ahead and follow me?
Turn.
Will? Yeah. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So I'm gonna. This is so cool.
You put it away. Yeah, so what you're seeing here is the ability to anchor any content anywhere in the world to a specific location.
He's going to run into you? Yeah. Actually, he avoided me. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, anyone that comes here, this experience is there for them to do because it's been placed in this environment virtually. Okay. And you can author stuff just in Unity anywhere you would like and publish it to that location. If the location is not already in our map, you just scan it using either Scannerverse, which we've got over here, or Wayfarer, and then you upload it to say I want this location to be available to put virtual content in.
Wow.
And then you can run it obviously in beta now on the Magic Leap 2, but it also runs on every phone, so iPhones and Androids. It uses what is called Light Chip from Niantic.
Okay.
And that product not only does this VPS, but it also does semantic segmentation, object detection, live meshing of the environment around you, multiplayer, so you can have 8 people in this experience.
Really?
Yes. And that is all available today. You can go and use it by going to lightchip.dev.
Fantastic. Well, this is actually very cool. And Will, you got to come in over and take a look at this, so you'll enjoy this too. Justin, thank you so much.
And so you can get
there we go. And we'll be around doing more. Okay, cut. It was only fair to let my cameraman Will have a go at the Niantic Bingo. Explore Media. Or on VOVR. Niantic burst onto the scene in 2010 by John Hankey as Niantic Labs. And in 2016, it made a big splash with Pokemon Go, one of the first of the AR releases. Originally formed as an internal startup within Google, in 2015, it was restructured. How cool is that, Will? Which one do you like the best? I like the Matrix one. Yeah, I like the Matrix. In case you're curious, Niantic came to San Francisco during the California Gold Rush as a whaling vessel in the 1800s.
If there weren't so many people around, you could just walk around the
Yeah,
whole space.
yeah, I didn't think I should.
Yeah.
I'm here at Niantic with
Mincy.
Mincy. And she's going to tell me a little bit more about this whole system of scanning things and then being able to create AR like we just did a minute ago.
Oh, have
I'm
you seen
excited to
Niantic?
do that in Bangkok.
Okay.
That's where I'm based out of.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So what I want to show you today is our 3D scanning app. It's called Scanniverse. It's available on both iOS and Android in the Google and Play stores.
Okay.
What Scanniverse enables you to do is basically capture the world in 3D as you are, walking around, as you're traveling. It's easy 3D content creation, and anyone can do it. Can I show you how to do it today?
Sure, please.
Yeah. So if you download the app, what you see here
Yeah, if you
is
can tilt it that way a little bit. Will, why don't you come in closer? Just to keep it rolling. We'll cut it.
Yeah.
We'll cut it out, and that way we'll get it on camera.
Yeah, so if you download our 3D scanning app today, you can kind of see profile of things that we've scanned. If you click on New Scan, we actually have 2 modes, and Gaussian splats are the latest technology, the latest 3D technique for reconstruction, and we've included that and introduced that in the latest model. And so if you click on splat, all you need to do is using your phone. I'm going to need to walk around for this.
Okay.
Do you want to do it actually?
Sure, that'd be great.
Yeah, if
So
you click
now I
on
just
start.
want to move around it slowly.
Yeah, you need to click on start video.
Oh, it's good to start there.
Yeah,
Okay, we
and just
started
do
there.
a 360 walk around.
just
Try to
move
capture the
around.
object stable from
Do I
all
need to go really
angles.
slow or
That's okay. You can,
That's okay?
yeah, the speed is perfect.
okay?
Yeah, so do it from all angles. You can see the visualization there. We're
Yes.
actually trying to capture the and
But
render the object
It
right
kind of
now.
looks a little blurry now at this point.
Yeah,
That's
it's
normal, right?
that's normal. It's gonna look
Okay.
like. Yeah, so maybe you do one more, and you can kind of go up and down. Just try
Okay.
to make sure you get it from all
Should I angle
angles.
down like this?
Yeah, whatever.
Is that better?
Try to get all of
Trying
the
to get all the
angles.
different nooks and crannies.
Exactly. You've done this before many times, I can tell. You're doing a great
A
job.
little bit. I played with a few of the scanning programs.
Yeah.
And honestly, I haven't been super impressed because they always seem to have mistakes. Maybe it was just my technique.
Okay.
But
Sometimes it's technique, sometimes it's lighting, sometimes it's...
and sometimes it's just the app isn't quite right.
Maybe,
but,
yeah.
Okay, so is that
And so-
enough?
Yeah, if you click like
Okay.
stop right here,
And
and
now-
now you can click process blood. So
Okay.
right here, right now, what we're doing is we
Okay.
took that raw video.
So now we're seeing a point cloud.
Yeah, we
right?
split it into a sequence on image frames, and using a mathematical technique called structure from motion,
Okay.
we analyzed differences between the images, and we created this point cloud. And what this is doing here is we're using the latest Gaussian splat technique.
Right.
And so imagine these little overs, kind of like you're familiar with pointillism
Yeah.
in art. This is exactly what it's doing.
Okay.
It's kind of, we're using machine learning to kind of stretch, rotate this over so they resemble the object that you're seeing here. And yeah, each of this over contains color, texture, opacity, orientation. And the amazing thing right now is that everything that's happening here is on-device reconstruction.
Nice.
There's no Wi-Fi connection. There's
So it
no
doesn't
cloud
have to go
server.
to the cloud first.
Exactly.
It's actually happening right there.
So added privacy, right? It's all on device.
I'm going to move it in a little bit.
Yeah,
just
go
to
for
the
it.
Camera.
Yeah. So typically this takes around like 40 minutes to upload and process with a cloud server. You're
Okay.
now getting it in under a minute on the latest
Wow.
iOS devices.
That's fantastic.
It's amazing. We're very excited to introduce it to everyone.
Is this the first time you're introducing this now?
Yeah.
I feel privileged.
I think we're the worst first like on-device reconstruction.
Cool.
No one has disputed us yet. Yeah. And so once you
we're
get
almost there.
we're almost there.
It's what the amazing thing is that I have used others before,
Yeah.
and they were always so slow. It was agonizing.
And it's instantaneous feedback. So as a user,
Wow.
like you see, when you travel, you can now
Wow.
capture the world around you and see
Look
just
at
like that. Yeah.
How cool is that? And it's got it from all the angles. I think I maybe should have done one lower.
Oh yeah, maybe.
So if
Like
I
maybe
wanted to
we
improve it, I
went
would come
inside
down.
a little bit, but
Yeah.
now you can kind of course correct, right? Like you can
Yeah.
just it
Now,
takes a
can you
minute.
add more to it.
Yeah, so you have enhance. So if you wanted to kind of keep enhancing it, we allow you to do that for like maybe 5 times.
Okay.
If you wanted to spend more time.
And then you click save.
Yeah, you can save it, and now you can kind of, depending on what you want to do with it, you can share it. You can post it to Scanniverse for everyone to see. You can create this really cool video that
Where
kind
it
of
goes
just
around.
yeah, it's like I call it like a glam bot.
Sweet.
Yeah, and you can choose like different kind of like
Nice.
how you want to share it for everyone to see. You can also export it to popular formats, PLY, OBJ, if you want to use it in 3D modeling software.
Fantastic.
So yeah,
So
that's what
basically, I
Scanniverse
could go ahead and
offers.
take this then, and I could embed it into my video as well.
Exactly, or whatever software that you're already using. A lot of
That's
people use
awesome.
Blender, etc. Yeah,
Wow, I'm color me super impressed.
thank you.
That is really cool.
Thank you. We're always excited to meet a fan. Yeah.
You've made a new fan.
Yay!
That's the cool part.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for your interest today. I mean, I'm pretty new to the world of AR scanning myself, but this is super exciting for me. Even as a
This is.
consumer.
I've got goosebumps.
Yeah. Will you use it going forward in your
I
projects?
definitely will. I can see a lot of use for it. I really
Yay.
can.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you
And
so
cut.
much. Any sound bite?
Yeah, I can see it filling in already.
And of course, I had to give the hat a try. And it really came out very well. All right, I'm going to cross over you, so hang on a second. So now I'm going to go up. It is. One more across the top. Let's really make sure it's good.
But like a few experts, they do it in one go.
Come down low. Come down low.
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
Okay, so I've done it now. So now it's a quick process. So there it is. I'm sorry. Yeah. And see, then I can pick it up and I can move it up here, and then it's starting to form the creation. The miracle of creation. Oh yes, I have a lot. Sure. Actually, do you do LinkedIn? Okay, let's do You can go ahead and cut it.
Okay.
We'll come back on for a second.
No mic. No.
Yes, we don't need it. I think so. What do you think? So I can enhance it. And, so now it's processing. So now we've got the initial one, and then we can go back in and enhance it as much as we want. Go ahead and keep it rolling, and then we may even just speed it up for sake of time. So now it says save raw data. I see back here, it looks like I need to would have needed to do the back a little bit more, but I think that's actually pretty cool. I can check it off the top, so okay, we'll save it. Can you send that to me? Okay.
You should have gone down. I was gonna say you should have gone down lower.
Yeah, I thought I did get low enough. I kind of have to learn. You have to learn as you go along. That'd be great.
You could go down lower, then you can get the.
Whenever, no problem. If you want to send me a little message on LinkedIn and let me know, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Great to meet you.
Stop it.
Yeah. We're over here with Brent, and Brent is going to show us what are you going to show us, Brent?
So today I'm showing you part of our Niantic AR offering. So this is our 2D base map offering. Specifically, this game sample is showing off our Unity SDK for our 2D Niantic map. So if you're familiar with any of our titles, like Pokemon Go, the map that you see that kind of shows you the world around you, where roads are, where buildings are, we sort of extracted that out and made that available as an offering to create different AR experiences. So specifically, this is our Unity SDK, little game sample, and I'm not sure how well you can see it over there, but
Should be pretty good. You want to step up a little bit?
Yeah,
Step
sure.
up, check your focus. Look good?
Yep.
Okay,
Cool.
that should be good.
So we just have our mascot Doty here walking around the world through buildings and stuff like that, and all of this map tile data is getting pulled from the data that we host. And in this game, a little resource building game. We have some trees in parks. So one cool thing about the 2D Niantic map is you can say something like, "Oh, I want trees in my game, but I only want them to appear where parks are in the real world." Okay. So when you're creating your experience with the 2D Niantic map, you can say, "Okay, well, when I'm building out this park tile, that's where I want to build out the trees." So it's all very dynamic and very customizable and things like that. And a very simple use case in this game, but all these samples are available in our GitHub with the remainder of the Maps SDK. And play along really, really well with the other technologies that you saw here today, particularly VPS. One really common use case we see is people use the 2D map to show their players or their users where VPS experiences are in the real world, so then you tap that, and then you're in the VPS experience.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Great to meet you.
Great to meet you. Okay, and cut. Am I recording?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Chaojin,
Yes.
tell us what we're doing here. I mean, I see that we've got like these little race cars.
Yes. So this demo is to demonstrate how the multiplayer game function that works in our Lightship ARDK.
Okay.
So basically, the SDK itself can recognize the items on the table shape, and then you can use them to build a game around it or an experience around it. So for this one. So this studio, they built a racing game, a multiplayer racing game. So basically, you can see two players, two cars,
Right.
And I can control it to run around on the face to play basically a competing game to win the game is how to catch the crown.
Okay.
And you can actually walk around on the surface, so you can see them very clearly.
Wow.
How to look like. See? So now I'm winning because I'm having this crown, and the other player, which is not really playing right now,
Isn't really doing anything.
yeah,
yet.
but they can
Okay.
I can walk around and can play with them, hit them, or winning. Okay, now they get it because I gave them the crown. But yeah, it's a very, very fun experience. The
Very
core,
cool.
Yeah, the core technology is to recognize the object in the space and then build an experience around it.
Okay. So do
Yeah.
you have to set up the base map first, or can it be anywhere?
That I don't know. I think you
Okay.
just scan the table and you scan the
then
location.
then you added it in. You've mapped it already.
Yes.
So it doesn't have to be pre-done. You can actually do it on the fly.
I think so.
Okay.
We can talk with Joran.
Joran?
Is it? Sorry, Joran, right? Yeah. So can you tell him how they can build up the level experience? Is that do you need to make the level pre the game and they build it? How do you build it?
Yeah, so there's for this actual demo we built this setup because we want everything as static as possible because
Right.
for an event you need to run mobile phones for a long
Sure,
time
sure.
and you need to have latency issues with internet. But actually if you want to build this yourself you could do this dynamically as well. So you just synchronize the space but maybe use real-time meshing in Lightship ARDK.
So I could go ahead and set up my kitchen table with cans and
with-
jars and
Yeah, and do real-time meshing, and then the Lightship ARDK would recognize all the assets in there as well. Yeah.
Very cool. Very
You could
cool.
even add segmentation to that, so that when you drive on grass, the cars turn into lawnmowers, and when you drive on water, it turns into boats and stuff like that. So you can do a lot of that real time.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much for the explanation.
No problem.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. And do I get a stamp for here? Definitely. Honestly, we could have hung out at the Niantic booth or series of booths in the outer hallway all day. But there was so much more to see. Now, all of their technology works on the Magic Leap headset. They've partnered with Reality Crisis, the developer of the Matrix franchise, and they have an awesome vision to make skateboarding available everywhere. Hello Dot is available right now on your Quest headset, and it's a really fun little mixed reality experience where you have the kind of magic of interacting with a magical creature in your very own space.
Here we go again. I demand more! I want it, I need it, and I'm gonna have it!